What up? What up?
What up? What's up, y'all?
Happy Cyber Money
True.
Monday.
Cyber Money Monday, indeed. Yeah, and we
I
got
totally forgot today was Cyber Monday.
yeah, bunch of good stuff to be. That's how you know you're not in the OA game anymore, Gary.
I know.
When you don't even know it's Cyber Monday. Yeah.
Just thinking that, yeah.
We've got our friend Chris joining the Money Monday show. Happy to have you on here, Chris. Probably be having him on here a lot more often as well. Excited to get everybody all together here. Classic Money Monday though. Let us know what questions you guys have. All obvious PSA. We're just talking about Cyber Monday, so go spend some money. What is it? The easiest day of the year or second easiest day of the year? What do you guys think? I feel like Cyber Monday is better sourcing than Black Friday.
Easiest because there's been 3 days for Black Friday stuff to sell out on Amazon. There's been 3 extra days of Q4 demand, which is going to lead to the competition having gone down substantially. I was just in a coaching call with my guys the past hour, and we were doing a Bolo Finder Keep a Search, where taking a look at shit where the competition's dropping drastically, basically, and finding those little market inefficiencies there. Ooh, see, this is going to be a beautiful. Armand, give us the Q4 update, family. Q4 update, 3 years running. I'm expecting substantial, like big things from the Armand. Tell us here, family.
What's up, Karen? What's up, Carol? What are your thoughts on that too, Chris?
I definitely think it's got to be the best day.
I think so too.
Yeah. Black Friday was great, but I mean, people are expecting deals for online deals, and websites just don't disappoint. My inbox has been going crazy.
Everybody, you got fire up your sales gauger today, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like for sites showing broadcasting sales and discounts and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, normal I'm in Sales Gazer, but you order from 400 different websites, and then you get all their emails, and it's just insane.
What do you think the number is? Like the over under on like the standard sites you order from, like consistent sites.
I don't know.
We're talking like
go
5. We're talking
incredibly
15.
wide.
Yeah, average person 5 to 20 big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're somewhere around 20 to 30 different sites. Some real niche stuff.
Every now and then there's that random site you'll buy like 100 of and you'll never touch it again.
You have to double check with Trustpilot to see if it actually is legit. What do you think lifetime? All sites, even if it's just one time, we're talking like 50 plus.
For me?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
No, we're talking like
it'd be like
700.
maybe even 1,000. Yeah.
700 different.
That'd be a good lead magnet, actually. Also, guys, too, so for anyone who wants to lock in additional savings and upgrade to one of the SellerAmp annual plans, so basically paying for SellerAmp, getting Serious annual, you save money compared to paying for it monthly. So if you want to lock in an extra 10% savings on top of the already savings that exist, that expires tonight. So I have a link in the description. I'll toss a link in chat too on that if anyone wants to lock in some additional savings on SellerAmp just prior to midnight tonight, right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, and let us know what questions you guys got. I see a bunch of you guys popping on in here. So any questions about sourcing for Cyber Monday, scaling for Q4, all that good stuff. Good to see you guys. Armand said he's at 220K last 30 days. I love it, man. You got me beat by a little bit. We're at like 200 or so.
Chat Armand. Yeah, Manny's cooking right here too. Keep up the good work, Manny. What's up, Fazal? Stop. No. He chapped cut the hair. He didn't cut the hair. He chapped the hair. Or someone else cut the hair for him, I would presume.
That would be a talent for sure.
Does he ever tell you that story about his daughter?
Mm-mm.
One of his kids cut his other daughter's hair while she was sleeping.
Oh, Spizak? I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I remember he was nodding.
That just made me think of that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's like we're about to see that on Twitter as like a time saving hack. Get your haircut in your sleep to save productive hours. What else can what else can you do in your sleep now so we can work more?
No,
not me. LOL. That's
LOL,
one of our friends.
LOL Pro, you took a few off. LOL Pro's been hibernating since the winter hit.
For sure. What's up? Chris said, just listening, driving home from 9 to 5, about to go source. Let's go. I love to see it, man. Yeah. I love it. Unfortunately, driving in the dark now. It's like dark at like 4 p.m., but
it's the worst.
I love to see it.
I remember 2 years ago, we unfortunately disproved the flat earth theory.
Unfortunately?
When we were in the different locations, because G-Body was in PA, Warner Ewan was in and I was in Miami, and it was darker. It was the darkest for you, and then it was lighter for G-Body, and then still light for me. Damn, LOL's I didn't know you were in the UK. Cool. Yeah, Chris, keep up the good work, obviously, and let us know how we can help, and keep up the good work on the softball field too.
I think he said it's his daughter's softball team. I think.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, I mean,
Something
go
like
to
that.
Spurs regardless. But yeah, okay, we got Mason here. Okay, all right, Warner, you want to pop up this guy here? We'll check this
Sure.
out.
Yeah, that's another good thing. If anybody has a product you've been like thinking about, we can get it up on the screen share and check it out together. Obviously, don't send us your best product, but if it's something you're like on the fence about.
Yep. Ooh, okay. And then Swen Trades, while Warner's popping that up, Swen Trade says, I have a solid leads list of profitable products, although they are all gated requiring 10 units, all found by sellers with less than 5 reviews. Would you recommend buying them? Ooh, dude, interesting. So kind of impressive that you haven't found any auto and gate leads yet, but you found some profitable gated products. Not that that's a big deal at all. Pick like 1 or 2 of the best ones and then buy those and do the ungates for them. And then go off the auto ungate sourcing videos Warner and I make and storefront stock from there, and using the same strategies and the same discounts and the knowledge you used to make those first 10 items good, you are going to find some ones that are going to be auto approval for you after hitting apply to sell and request approval. Right. And it's, the same thing to find more of those basically. So the formula for beginners I love is predominantly sticking to auto and gates, especially until that couple thousand into sales threshold, while at the same time knocking out 1 or 2 big gated brands that once ungated give you access to dozens of SKUs here. All right. What up, Michael? Good to see you here as well, family.
What's up, Mike?
I think people underestimate the auto ungating. So number one, last year I took about a month. I got auto ungated in like 4,000 brands. Like it takes a lot of work, but it is so worth it.
Yeah, usually like if anybody's like brand new, you'll start to see a ton of that unlock after I don't know what, like 5K in sales. It seems to be kind of random, somewhere around there.
These days, yeah.
You got to pay your dues, but it's nothing insane. It seems like it maybe used to be a little bit harder. Like I feel like I didn't start seeing auto ungates for a while. That could just be me, but
do you guys remember back in the day? This may be after or before Chris's time. The feeling you got when you hit that first Nike ungate like 4 years ago.
Yeah, just like the first ungate in general. Yeah,
I remember exactly where I was when the Nike came through approved. I mean, it was a different game.
That's up there with your first kiss. It's up there with your first kiss.
One of them does not make you 6 figures in profit either.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Let's take a look at this ASIN real quick. Dancing Shoes sent this in. So, all right, let's check it out. So, overall, I would imagine it's probably not profitable anymore. Usually, like whenever you see something like consistently this high and it just kind of drops out of nowhere, honestly, kind of weird since it was 2 sellers just tanking the price on each other. I mean, this person's kind of cutting the price a little bit more aggressively than they should. Let's see, that's probably where you're seeing it for like 13. I think it's like 20% gift cards today, but it's not going to be like quite enough.
Variations might be on that guy.
Yeah. There might be some good variations. That'd be another good thing. Yeah. So you can sort by like current highest price. Seems like there's some other ones that are like $40, 31. And on these, the ones I'm usually looking for are the ones with offer count movement. So like this shows me it sells because it went down, back up, went back down. Something I usually will skip is like, that type of thing where it's like super flat, a little bit of movement or like no movement at all. So this one's probably not super profitable, but you'll find some other gems in there. You can set a keep alert on this
though, right? Even if it was still profitable at that lower price that it's dropped to, these are sorts of listings that you definitely have to have caution with, right? Because the last week or two has shown us a couple different things. A, that you can't really trust the sellers on the listing because they've dropped $10 or whatever that number is over a week. And 2, it's also likely that the volume for this particular listing isn't necessarily completely satisfying the people on the listing. Right? They're not getting as many sales as they're hoping for. They're dropping the price to increase their sales volume per day. And so both of those things are likely somewhat true across this listing. So, I mean, just regardless, when you see something that's A, not selling a ton, and B, dropping that quickly, that substantially, probably always going to be an auto pass.
Yeah. This is the type of thing where you can set a tracking alert, let it know, and it's like profitable again for you. So, hey, let me know it's, probably 23, maybe even like 24, I guess. Yeah, 25 or so.
The Chad keep alert.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, I like it. Let us know what other questions you got here. Do you think gated products will soften in Q4 just like they got tougher in Q4? You do tend to see that where Amazon will make usually like September or October, you're just waiting for whatever nightmare they're going to make us deal with during Q4. This year, we didn't get like a true nightmare. Last year, like past couple years, it's been like they'll throw like extra storage fees and like I get, was it 3 years ago where it's like, oh, by the way, you have like 1 foot of storage at FBA, and so everyone's
Yeah, I think
sending shipments. Like we were all sending shipments every day to
Oh,
maximize like
2021 was that.
the tiny amount of storage space. So you didn't get any like major game wreckers, but you do tend to see like auto gating and or just regular gating and stuff be a little bit easier in Q1 just because they don't want fake brands under the Christmas tree. It makes total sense.
And it's been like this for 10 years. I mean, back to when Frozen was popular, there were just too many counterfeits.
Did they do that? They did that right before Q4, I assume.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Star Wars Black Series had just come out. Frozen was popular, and they were like, "No, you guys can't sell this anymore."
Yeah, I gotcha. Let's see. What's the best method to find a website for an item? Yeah, I like that. Usually just like Googling the brand is going to be the best case. Google Shopping tab's great. You can also like right click and then Google image search is one of my favorites as well. Even if you've already sourced something, sometimes you can image search and be like, oh, wait, it's 3% cheaper on this other website. Let me make sure I have the absolute lowest price.
So one of the things that SellerAmp makes a killing with and helps out with a bunch is just having an item pulled up, reverse sourcing it, and then just using the Google feature, right? And this is where, Miles does a really good job explaining it. Just knowing the kind of like a toolbox of all the different sites, right? When SellerAmp gives you that list, the row, or Google gives you the row of all the different sites that consist of that particular product, being able to run through that manual math, that mental math really quickly speeds up your sourcing a lot, right? So if you're shooting for around $10 of buy cost, your target buy cost, and Dick's Sporting Goods has it for 12, you can do that mental math. Foot Locker has it for 13, right? You can go through the iterations of all the different sites, and that's really going to speed up your sourcing tremendously. Just knowing what discounts are available on particular sites, right? What discounted gift cards are available, what sales cycle you're on, all those sorts of things to allow you to kind of compute that manufactured margin. It's going to speed you up a lot.
Okay. So Swen here. Yeah, Swen, you might not be hitting apply to sell and request approval. That's a big thing a lot of beginners forget is to apply to sell and request approval. But either way, once you get those first couple thousand in sales, a lot more stuff becomes auto engaged too. Okay. Good question. So if a brand has no website, it's either from retail arbitrage or from a retailer, right? And then in terms of verifying if a site's legit, there's a couple of different ways, right? The best ways that I like to look at are if they're on any of the cashback portals, it's a good sign. If they have brick and mortar locations, it's pretty much an unbelievable green flag. And then always on new sites, do small carts through PayPal, because if it's on PayPal, they can't really scam you, and anyone that was going to scam you wouldn't be accepting PayPal in the first place. And then always check out through a credit card on PayPal too for added security.
Yeah, that's just because you can, if you ever do get scammed and use PayPal, just get your money back. It's a quick PSA. It's also just make sure you're actually getting what you're ordering too. There's the biggest retailers out there are shorting you on things that you're not expecting. So just always just kind of compare to what you've actually bought. There's a lot of money that can go missing there. Let's see. Pamela said, Amazon got on one of your listings. Should you lower the price and try to sell it before they hog the buy box? During Q4, I don't think it'll be quite as aggressive. You can kind of see what happened last time they were on the buy box. You also have to remember that buy box is only being pulled from a couple different locations, right? There's nothing that is pulling the buy box in every zip code. Let me know if there is. That'd be cool. So maybe in your zip code, Amazon's getting 100% of the buy box, but a state over, third-party sellers are getting all of it. So you can usually see that happening in the offers tab too. Chris, you look like you got something eating at you on that.
I've been playing around vibe coding an extension to check the buy box in like 15 or 20 different locations, so you can see like who's got the buy box like right now in real time.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully,
I'm sure you see the same thing where Amazon maybe has 12 of them and then 8 are third-party sellers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got a buddy. Cool. He competes against Amazon on like 60% of his listings.
Interesting.
With no issues.
I assume it's usually like fast selling stuff though.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I would expect otherwise. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of video games this time of year that are absolutely just, I mean, I'm not going to curse here, but rail effing volume, for lack of a better term, right? That are either Amazon to Amazon or from like Best Buy, Walmart, Target, GameStop, etc. Right there also. Oh yeah, G-Bunny.
I was going to say that just goes to prove Warner's point is that offer count's always going to be kind of like the single source of truth.
Yeah.
Amazon's showing 100% on the buy box, but you see that offer count oscillating. that is the North Star, right? That's going to be the indicator that people are actually selling it other than Amazon. And those are going to be kind of like the nuances that you get to exploit where there's a lot of hidden profit, right? Most people are going to avoid those sorts of listings, but the people that can see past that, see the nuance, right? See the niche data and execute on it are going to be wildly more profitable. In the same token, right? You can use Keeper Product Finder to find those sorts of things. Look for products where Amazon's 100% in the buy box, but then source and filter on a delta of the offer count, right? You can look and you can specifically indicate, I want to see listings where Amazon's on 100% of the buy box, but then say, okay, I'm looking for listings where the offer count has changed 20% over the past 30 days. And that's going to be one good way to find those sorts of listings.
Boom. Not really. We just like Seller Amp and Keepa. Arbitrage Hero does do a good job if you want to get a little bit more complicated. But most people should just be using Seller Amp and Keepa for sourcing, right? And then box them for listing, shipping, analytics, etc. Chris, do you mind filling us in on the history behind that shirt for anyone who might not be caught up to speed yet? Because it is
man,
beautiful.
Rise and Grind. Dude, I think Pete's gonna bring it back.
He did say that.
We need Pete to bring it back. Yeah.
Yeah, because I need a smaller size now. But this shirt was what Pete made it a couple years ago, like at the peak of Amazon Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, that's just a great shirt. Just get up and rise and grind every day. He posted it.
And it like made a few people really mad for some reason. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, for sure. Let's see. You said you ordered makeup, got it 2 weeks ago and listed it. You're going to order another one and it had a transparency code. Yeah, that brand probably just opted stuff into transparency. You can check and see. Sometimes they'll ship all their units with the transparency code. It's just going to look like a small QR code kind of thing. Just Google an example. Sometimes it'll be on those products. So if it's requiring, just buy one and see if it is. A lot of times it won't be unless they know it's going to end up on Amazon or Walmart or one of those. But now that there's more and more marketplaces, they are tending to just add it to the packaging rather than adding it to their, this is going to our Amazon distributor type of shipment.
Yeah. And they're supposed to add it to their entire supply chain, but it doesn't happen very often.
For sure. Brian is saying if somebody has VAs, how often should you create a workflow to hunt for leads and avoid overlap with other VAs? There's a lot to get into on that. That's like one of my kind of favorite things to jam on a little bit. But I mean, in terms of initially training, all you're going to do is say, hey, here's my 5-10 favorite websites that I'm the best at. Here's exactly how I source it. Because you're not training a VA to go do new things for your business. Typically, what's typically going to be most effective is say, hey, I'm an Amazon seller. I've been doing this for 2 years. I've been doing this for 6 years, whatever, right? Wherever you're at. I know I'm good at this and I can teach someone how to do it. That's teaching someone how to do something you're already good at. It's going to make you more money than I'm going to keep doing my thing. And hey, VA who's, $4 an hour employee, you should go explore and find a new, 6-figure opportunity for us, right? So it's just like pulling yourself out of the things you're already good at. As far as like avoiding overlap in work, like we use some Google Sheets for that. Basically, it's like a database of, hey, here's everything people have found, some like privacy and like there's like some complicated sheets. That's the way we do it. Not really a problem you need to solve.
You have it color coded if there's a
essentially like there's a master sheet that's hidden. Not everyone can see it. They can add leads and it references the master sheet and it'll turn it a different color on their sheet if it's already in the database. And then a little more in the weeds, but we let those fall off after 6 months and then somebody gets to reclaim it and get the bonus if we're like restocking that a year later or something like that.
Dude, I remember stuff in Excel like that. It used to be such a mystery to figure out how
it's fun. It's fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, completely. And now you can just AI it for the, you know what I mean? Which is super clutch.
Yeah. I'm one of the lunatics that still does a lot of my own bookkeeping just because I kind of like it. I'm a lie.
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
It's easy. It's like just menial. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
I get how mine works too. You know what I mean? And I do a lot of mine as well. So good question from Lefany says, do you think it's too late to do FBA? So it's too late to do FBA for selling inventory at the peak, right? So industry wide, the biggest days of the year tend to be December 10th to the 15th, which with the biggest 3 weeks being today through like December 20th, right? So it's too late to FBA stuff. But if you're planning on selling that inventory later or don't really care when it checks in, then you can sell it whenever, right? Or send it whenever. But you're way better off FBM most likely, yeah.
Yeah, if you absolutely need to sell for Q4, so my profit margins are better in January. Gift card money is not real. People pay
Interesting.
inflated prices. There's fewer sellers that we're competing against. My January is typically much better than December.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, the gift card season is definitely real. I tend to be lower in prices on some stuff that like didn't fly. That's cool that margins higher in January for you. Let's see. Do you think it's too late to do FBA? Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Unless it's like a grocery product or something that's going to see no bump. In which case, I like the idea of getting those out of your way so you can focus on stuff that is getting like price bumps and demand bumps and that kind of thing.
Bro said so many trolls on Miles. Just because those reach new corners of the internet right there. Yeah.
It reaches the normal parts of the internet that is not not yet bought in on making money on your own, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Chat anti-capitalist.
Dude, I totally forgot about that last year, the FBM tournament.
Oh, that was beautiful, man. That was such a special time, man. Oh my God, that was such a special time.
Do you guys still buy products with no buy boxes?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. There is unbelievable money. The best products every year where the brand goes out of stock, where Amazon goes out of stock. And now the key here is this is some really high level stuff here, right? I've been watching Chris's YouTube videos here, listing not having a buy box is a telltale sign that it's going to be easy to find it profitable. Because a big thing that causes no buy box is Amazon's AI recognizing it profitably elsewhere, right? So that's a really good sign that you'll be able to find it pretty easily, basically. Yeah.
And again, right, not to continue to beat the keep a product finder horse, but that's another sector niche that you can completely exploit with a search, with filters. Turn off the buy box. Given any sort of sales rank, given any sort of brand or category, right? Maybe you want to look more into Nike products or Adidas or insert brand X. You can put whatever twist of a given brand, of a given category, of a given type of product, and find all the holes in the data that you want.
No buy box, no sales rank, Amazon number of sales over the past month tag. And a diminishing number of sellers, and you can go print some money that other people aren't even looking for.
And on top of that, the no active inventory. That one's a huge one too.
Yep.
Set FBM and FBA max sellers offer count to 0. Set Amazon offer count to 0. And you're going to have thousands of listings that don't have any active inventory where the ASIN actually exists, where people think contrary otherwise, right? A lot of times when the variations grayed out, it's not that the ASIN doesn't exist. There's just no active stock. So you can use a filter like that to find opportunities where there's just no active stock. Go hunt down this inventory and you're good to go. You could set the market, charge a premium, and you have no competition.
Sounds good.
Yeah, gotta avoid generic listings, unfortunately, where it's either doesn't have a brand or is branded incorrectly.
Yeah, take that money you made and and
delete the listing.
Yeah, and delete the listing ASAP. Just so everyone knows, we're talking about PQP chat saying he's selling like a generic branded item, which they look shiny, but if it says brand generic, it's technically like copyright infringement. That's one of the more serious things you can get your account health in trouble for. Lots of them,
like a lot harder to get rid of these.
Absolutely.
It used to be very easy just to send in receipts, and not anymore.
Yeah, it's not like an IP complaint. You toss it in receipts a time or two, that'll be gone. Not a generic listing complaint though. So yeah, you got a little bit lucky. So take your luck and run away. Let's see. Brian, said, can you ship a mixed box? Can you ship a box of 3 different ASINs? Yeah, for sure, man. You can do. We learned the other day. Technically, there's a 100 ASIN per box limit, which I don't know if I'd ever run into. I think if you sell sell a bunch of pamphlets, you might run into that, I guess. Let's see. David said he got a second section 3 on the same ASIN. Didn't close the listing before deleting. May have not fully deleted it. You might have to just appeal it again, to be honest. That's where, that's where like, if you guys, especially if you're selling a brand you're not planning on selling ever again, it's smart to delete those listings. I don't tend to do it as much on listings that I know I'm going to like maybe restock or a brand I'm going to keep selling, but especially sounds like maybe a one-off brand that decided to start caring about Amazon.
All right, everyone. So we appreciate y'all tuning in for Money Monday, and thanks for coming on for the first time, Chris, or first time in a little while, but want to be significantly more regular now too, as well, guys. So check the link in the description. If you haven't yet upgraded your Salary subscription, now's the last time to do it for the year to save an additional 10% on the savings you already get for switching annual. So that expires tonight at midnight. So take a look at that link in the description. And let's find some deals. Y'all let us know how we can help, and have a great one, guys. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Chris, you got a sale on the OA Challenge in tonight too, right?
Yeah, we
Cool.
sure do.
Yeah, let's get a link. What domain, Chris? We can put that in chat.
oachallenge.com/plus.
Sweet.
Give me
Go
one.
check out Chris's socials if you're interested in learning from Chris. I'm sure he'll be posting it there as well.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
Good
Cool.
to see all you guys. We'll see you
Have a
next
great one.
Monday.
Thanks a lot.
See you guys.